Hi, welcome to this first chapter of the Infinite Flow practice. This is the first video of this series. We will keep moving over and over through different asanas and try to have this fading between one asana and the other to create this feeling of continuous movement. What do you need for practice today? It's one belt, and if you don't have one belt, one yogi belt, any type of belt is okay, or any type of strap is okay. Okay, we keep it on the top of the mat, and we're gonna start lay down on our back. As you lay down on your back, you want to bring the feet close to the buttocks. Relax the arms alongside the body. And gently observe the breath moving in and out through your nose. Feel the breath moving through the nostrils. As we try to tune in more and more to create more presence on the mat, we try to work around our imagination. We try to feel more the breath through the right nostril on the next inhale. And then try to feel more the exhale through the left nostril. And then feel the next inhalation through the left nostril. The next exhale through the right. And then inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. And so on for a few breaths. We try to bring the attention of the mind more and more towards the present moment. To create more presence on the mat. And then from the next inhalation, you move the attention back to both nostrils, to the classical inhale and exhale. And move the attention more towards the physical body. Scan the body from the tiptoes up to the crown of the head and try to feel how the body feels. Every single part of your body, every section. And then move the attention towards the breath again. And we start to pace the breath to find equality between the length of the inhale and the depth of the exhale. Feel the inhalation rising through the belly, into the chest, up to the nose. And decrease through the nose, down into the chest, into your belly. Find this space, this equality between the body sections. Inhaling belly, chest, nose. Exhaling nose, chest, and belly. And so on. And between the breaths, you want to explore and experience this little moment of suspension, of when you are on the top of the inhalation, you want to observe it for just a moment. Then you exhale. And at the end of the exhale, when everything is empty, you want to observe for just a moment this emptiness. Then you keep breathing in and out. Being exploring the length and the depth of your breath, their qualities. And this little moment of suspension between the breaths will help you to feel more and more present during the practice. Now, before we're going to start, take a moment to work on the practice yourself. You can dedicate a practice, you can set an intention, anything else. And then on your next inhalation, you bring your knees to the chest. You hug yourself. You rock a little bit from side to side. See if you can bring the forehead towards the knees. Making the ball of yourself. As you cross your ankles, drop down the shoulders and the neck, bring the hands on the knees, widen the distance between your knees, start to circle around your lower back. Massaging the lower back with the presence of your body. Changing direction every few circles, and maybe indulging a little longer on some area, some tender spot that seems to need more caring, more attention. Whatever it feels good. Remember, whatever it feels good is what you want to explore through the practice. No? There is no set standard of what you have to do. You want to work around the feeling of the body and the feelings of the physical body, what feels accessible. Try always to work around the 70% of your strength or space, or whether if we are pushing or stretching. Now grab the big toes with the peace fingers and move around your happy baby. Be an happy baby. Remember when you were an happy baby. Happy, happy baby. Move around, maybe moving the legs, stretching the legs, really awakening a little bit your hamstrings, your hips, rolling from side to side. Yeah, and then just bring the knees to the chest, bring the hands on the back of your thighs, chin to the chest, to roll back and forth. Couple of rollings to massage the back. Next time you arrive on the mat, you try to keep your navasana. Try to keep the knees bent, open the chest and press the thighs to the chest. Feel the core gently engaging, shoulders up and back. When the chest is open, you can stretch the arms forward, or you can bring the hands on the back of your thighs. Try to feel the sitting bones. Try to hang on the sitting bones more than the lower back. Try to go around, try to keep everything straight. And then bring the soles of the feet together. And as you bring the soles of the feet together, you press the feet together into each other and you start to fly in your butterfly. Keep the spine long. Again, awakening slowly, slowly the whole body lines. Working on your abductor right now with the bouncing. Nice. Now you want to straighten the legs and engage your legs, flexing the toes, flexing the feet, engage the quads, long spine, and then you start to bounce forward with the arms over the toes. And no matter how much space you have, try to find this moment of resistance in your muscles that helps you to bounce back. You know? Your nervous system is working here to protect you, creating this resistance into your muscles, and then the elasticity of the muscles and the fascia is bringing you back, bouncing you back to your original position. And you feel the stretch and release, activating the back line of your legs, a bit of your lower back as well. few rounds. Some of you they can get there just with the fingers, some with the wrists, some with the forearms, some with the elbows, some with the shoulders. If you want to dream big now. Okay. Couple rounds more. And then release, cross the legs. And to move into your first all four tabletop. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Drop the knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingers on the floor. You really want to apply pressure here on your palms. You want to transfer the power towards the shoulders. You want to feel that you are connected to the mat through your palms. And then here you start to move in cat and cow, but try to see if you can move from the bottom of the spine to the top. So in your cow, you start to inhale, tilting the tailbone, dropping the middle spine, wrapping the elbows backward, squeezing the shoulder blades backward, lifting the chin up. And with the suspension, then you start to round from the tailbone, tucking and in, rounding the lower spine, the middle spine, open the distance between the shoulder blades, bringing the chin to the chest. And so on, following your breath, opening and closing. A few rounds, not too long. Start to awake the spine. Good. Now take a little step back with your hands. Gently behind the shoulders and start to bounce back and forth. Feel the stretch on your wrist and then release it. Keep the spine natural, a little tuck into the tailbone. Keep pushing the palms on the floor, active into your presence. A few rounds of bouncing. And then you turn the fingers towards the sides of the mat, and you keep bouncing back and forth. Studio is on one of the main streets of the Nag, so lots of life happening outside there. Okay, now you want to bring the fingers pointing towards the knees, and when it's not available, you keep the fingers pointing towards the sides of the mat. No? If you keep the fingers pointing towards the sides of the mat, you push from side to side. Still very present into your hands. Otherwise, if you point the fingers towards the knees, you bounce back. And you may want to stay. And if you have lots of space into your wrist, you want to bend one elbow at a time. And then we come back to the center wherever we are, and we sit on the toes. Good, shoulders are coming up and backward. Then you start to have big rotations in your shoulders, no? Going up to the ears and down, having a big protraction of the shoulder blades when you come forward, an opening of the shoulder blades. Coming up and have a retraction, try to bring the shoulder blades together, and bringing it down, and having these big movements into the shoulders and shoulder blades to wake up your upper joints. Change direction, still having this big range of motion. Good. And then here, you want to stretch the arms forward. You want to squeeze and stretch your fingers. Keep this action very active, okay? And then you speed it up. But don't let go the effort. No? A lot of people does this, which doesn't really make sense. You really want to stretch and squeeze. No? You want to feel it into your forearms. You're building up strength in the forearm muscles. And you face the palms. Then you open it to the side. So doing this, like we are moving the attention of your mind more towards the forearms and not any more towards the toes. No? They're maybe complaining a little bit right now. Up to the sky. Good, shake. And then Bring the hands on the floor, flat the feet, sit on your feet, bring the hands behind you, lift the knees, make some circles around with your knees. Couple of circles one way, couple of circles the other way around. And then we roll forward again, and we come back to our all four tabletop. In our all four tabletop, we start from the right knee. We start to lift the heel first up to the sky, pressing on the palm, arching the spine. And then we bring the knee to the nose, rounding the spine. And then inhale, open the knee up to the side and up to the sky. And then when you exhale, you come back to the same way, to the side, to the nose. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale to the nose. Inhale, open to the side and up. Exhale, the way back. Inhale, up to the sky. And then we start again to the nose, knee opening to the side up, to the sky up, with the heel, and then the other way around. One more round, up, nose, open the hip, heel up to the sky, back to the armpit. When you get to the armpit this time, you step the right foot outside of your right hand. As you step it outside of your right hand, you find more distance between the front heel and the back knee. Try to bring the front knee gently behind the ankle. Keep the foot outside of the mat. And then here, a little movement into your hips. A little movement around. See if you can come on your fingertips. And you can start to push the left hip down towards the mat with a very, very gentle bouncing, engaging the right glute, keeping the chest open. Yeah. Now lift the back knee, step it a little backward. And then step to straight the front leg. Flex the front foot, press down the heel. And find a little bounce here in the leg. Little bounce, find this opening still. The chest is still open. And then find 70% of a stretch. No? Don't go all way on. No hold in, okay? Maybe you want to walk the hands a little bit more under the shoulders and you straight here. The chest is coming forward. So you can gently tilt the tailbone. As you tilt the tailbone, you feel more into your hamstring. Press down the heel. And then walk forward, bend the front knee. Bring down the foot, lift the back knee. As you lift the back knee, you step the left foot outside the left hand. And here you come down into your yogi squat, malasana. And in malasana, you just move a little bit around. Find a little bit of movement here again. Creating gently space inside your hips. And then here from your yogi squat, you straighten it, parallel the feet. Come halfway up, lente, lente, lente. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward. Roll the spine all the way up, big circle up with your arms, elevate the chest, find space up the sky. And then exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Your first down dog. Whether the feet on the very first one at a time. And then press through your palms, pushing backward. External rotation of your elbows. Slightly bend on the knees, tilt the tailbone, bring the belly towards the thighs and bounce. The belly towards the thighs. Big bouncing crown of the head going towards the mat. The external rotation of your elbows helps to open a little bit the distance between the shoulder blades. And we're still working on activating the back line of the body. Now next inhalation, shift forward to your plank. When you exhale, drop the knees, connect the big toes, sit back into your child pose. Keep the gaze up, drop the elbows down. Keep the elbows as long as you can on the mat and as close as you can to the chest, and then shift forward. Sweep the chest forward, open up to your cobra. Press into your palms, round the spine, roll back to downward facing dog. And so on. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, sit back in sharp pose, open the chest. Inhale, shift forward, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to child pose. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Shift forward, drop the knees on the floor. Hang the hands underneath the shoulders. Press, gently opening of your shoulder blades. Presence from the palm up to the shoulder. And then we lift the left heel up. And then we bring the knee to the nose. Open it to the side, the knee up. And then up to the sky. And then you reverse from the sky to the armpit and the nose. Back to the sky with the heel. Exhale when you crunch. Inhale when you open. Exhale when you close it. Inhale when you kick up. And so on. Mobility, awakening into your hip. Next time, and then it comes to the armpit, you step the left foot outside of your left hand, eventually outside of the mat if it's possible. Wide the distance between the front heel and the back knee. Move it around your hip a bit. I like to open the knee to the side, but always keep the knee and the toes in the same direction. And every time I open to the side, I also like to flex the foot to get more safety around my knee. Come on your fingertips, drop down the foot, and bounce a little bit the right hip, down towards the mat. Engage the right glute. I'll keep pushing forward, open the chest a little more. And then press into the front foot, sit back, straight the front leg. Hands under the chest, on the fingertips, and then bouncing a little bit into your hamstring. If this is the first practice of your day, and if you do this in the morning, probably the muscles are a little bit more stiff, so it's going to be very normal that you're not going to be able to straighten all the legs all the way. Find this 70%, press down the heel, tilt the tailbone, open the chest forward, press the heel backward, flex the foot. Good. Bend the front knee, shift forward, lift the back knee, step the right foot outside of the right hand. And then this time you sit like in a kind of an active squat, where the thighs and the chest are parallel to the mat. The hands are on the floor, wherever you feel you can handle it. And then you have a little bouncing. You start to feel your legs and your hips. Try to keep the chest open. If you want more challenge, the hands are coming in front of your chest. Or hands are going backward if you want a little bit less challenge. Ooh. Start to wake up the body. Nice. And then you straighten it, roll all the way up, squeeze the buttocks, find a gentle back bend and bring in the arms behind your heels. And then again, you sit down, you bring the hands on the floor, and you step back to your downward facing dog. You know the drill, no? We roll the spine forward to your plank, inhale. Exhale, we sit back in sharp pose. Inhale, sweep the chest forward, keep the elbows on the floor as long as possible, close to the chest to rise up. Exhale, press into the palm, roll the spine, roll back to downward facing dog. And so on, plank to child pose, to upward dog or cobra, to downward facing dog. One more round, plank to child pose. I normally, when I do this, I prefer to do cobra and then hot dog, maybe an extended cobra. And then rounding, 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 rounding to up, downward facing dog. Good. Now lift the right leg up. Ground very well in your left leg. You want to keep it straight and press down the heel, no matter if you reach the floor. And then you bend the right knee over the hip. Square down the right shoulder. Find a little bouncing back with your right knee. But keep control of your left leg. Little bounce, keep bouncing. And then when you exhale, you bring the right knee to the right armpit. Inhale, you lift it a little higher. And exhale, step the right foot out, set your right hand. Here we go again. New lizard lunge. Move a little bit. Engage the back leg. Now ground the left hand under the shoulders very well. Press. Have an extended rotation of the elbow. And see if you can gently open the knee a little bit to the side. Engage the left leg. Engage the left glute. Open the right arm out. And then bounce back. Find a stretch into the chest. And eventually you bounce down a little bit your left hip, but you want to keep control of your glutes and legs. So you're twisting through the upper chest, but you're not crunching the lower back spine, okay? Keep bouncing. And then when you exhale, you bring the right arm on the floor. Here, lift the right heel. Bring the right knee to the right armpit. And as you inhale, shoot the right leg up to the side. Exhale, knee to the nose, step the foot in between your palms. Find a good distance between your legs, frame the front foot between the fingertips, engage the back leg, bounce the hip down, open the chest up. Keep the back leg straight and strong. If it's too intense, you drop the knee and you bounce with the knee on the floor. Now as you exhale, straight the front leg, flex the toes wherever you can reach, try to keep the chest open, press down the heel. Now inhale, shift forward, open the chest, stretch the front line of your back leg. Exhale, straight the front leg, stretch the back line of your front leg. And so on. Back leg now is involved into the stretch. And then when you shift backward, front leg is involved into the stretch. Shift forward again. And now try to keep the belly on the thigh, the heart on the knee. And keep coming forward with your hands, a little hops. And then see if you can lift the back leg. Keep the front knee bent and open the chest forward. Point the toes, lift the leg a little higher. Enjoy the strength of your glutes and leg. Then when you exhale, you drop back again. Nice. Now ground the left hand, lift the right arm up, inhale. Easy twist, open, open, open. Squeeze the legs together. Exhale, right arm comes into the left armpit. You stay as low as possible and you walk to the other side of the mat. You may be not facing the screen right now, so just follow my cueing. Sometimes it's also interesting just to listen instead of watching. And then you step now the right foot next to the left, lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold. With the spine all the way up, arms up, gaze up, elevate the chest. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll the spine forward to plank. You know the drill. Exhale, sit back. Child pose. Inhale, shift forward. Cobra, extended, roll back. Downward facing dog. Forward to plank. To child pose. Inhale, forward to your extended cobra, roll back. Downward facing dog. One more round. Inhale, forward to your plank. Exhale, sit back to your child pose. Inhale, shift forward. Extended cobra. Roll back. Downward facing dog. Good job. Reset your breath for a second. And as you inhale, lift the left leg up. Keep grounding the right leg. Keep it straight, pressing down the heel as far as possible. And then you bend the left knee. And you keep the stability into your right leg, and you square down the left shoulder, and you have a little bouncing back with your knee to feel a little bit more stretch into the sideline of the body. Nice. Now, come on the toes of your right foot. Bring the left knee to the left armpit as you exhale. Inhale, bring it a little high. And then step the left foot outside of your left hand. There we go. We ground, we find a good distance. Back leg is strong and engaged. From foot, it's like 20 degrees open to the side, the knees gently opening. Ground it to your right hand, press, lift the left arm up. And found this bouncing back. Again, try to keep connection with the lower back, tucking the elbows, squeezing the buttocks to keep having the stretch into the chest muscle and the bouncing probably of your hips down as well. And then when you exhale, you bring the left hand down. Take a moment, adjust, lift the left heel, bring the left leg to the left armpit. Inhale, shoot the left leg out to the sky. Exhale, step the foot in between the palms. Back leg is still straight and strong. If it's too much, you can bring the knee down. Come on your fingertips, open the chest. Bounce the right hip down, straight leg. Or knee on the floor, okay? Good. Find a little bit of openness. Opening the chest a little more. And then straight front leg. Flex the toes, press down the heel, shift the chest forward. Now when you inhale, you come forward, open the front line of the back leg. Exhale, sit back, straight the front leg, open the back line of the front. And so on. Inhaling forward. Exhaling backward. Inhaling forward. Keep everything on the thigh. Your heart, your chest, everything is kissing the thigh. And then you start to walk forward. And you lift the back leg up, opening the chest, fingers on the floor, lift the leg a little higher. Maybe pointing the toes. Enjoy the strength of your front leg. And then when you exhale, you land back. Still hands on the floor. Ground the right hand. Squeeze the legs together, lift the left arm up. Left arm comes into the right armpit. Stay very low. Get to the other side of the mat. Frame the right foot. Maybe back to the front of the screen. So one side you see it, one side you listen it. So you try to become more critical in what you're moving, or where are you moving, no? So it's not just about looking at something, but listening to the cueing, understanding into your body as well. Step the left foot to the top of the mat, like this, spine inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend the knees. Good. Now here, you want to bring the knees on top of your ankle, and then you want to straight legs. Inhale. Exhale, sit a little lower. Bring the knees on top of your ankles, and then you want to straight legs. And again, sit a little lower than your knees. Now it's a little difficult. Bring the hands forward. Bring the knees on top of your ankles, straight legs. Inhale. And then now when you exhale, you want to sit on your heels. And then down on the floor. And you want to find your asana. Okay. Shoulders up and backward, chest is open, straight the right leg forward, kiss the floor with the heel, bring it back. And then we'll go the other side. Left, bring it back. Right, bring it back. Left, bring it back. Right, bring it back. One more round. Left, bring it back. Okay, perfect. There you go. Cross the legs, hands on the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. And in your down dog, you take a moment here. And then you shift forward to your plank. Drop the knees, sit back to your child pose. Shift forward, keeping the elbows on the floor as long as possible to your core. Rounding back to your downward facing dog. To plank, inhale. Child pose, exhale, gaze forward, drop the elbows, whip the chest forward to cobra, to downward facing dog. One more round, shift forward, sit back, shift forward, cobra, roll back, downward facing dog. Good. Now we keep moving. Ground the right foot very well, lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. And our options, you can stay here, or you start to come on the knife edge of your right foot. You keep the right leg straight and you flip your dog. As you flip the dog, the foot is landing very close to the right leg. Stay on the toes and use it like more a side plank than a back bending. Press to your foot, through your core, side core, stretch the arm forward. If you choose the previous option, you just keep opening the chest. It's all good. Good. Here, come to the center, bring the knee to the left armpit. Step the left foot outside your left hand. Ground the right hand, lift the left arm up, bounce back. Couple of rounds of bouncing. Left arm now comes into the right armpit. Parallel the feet. If the left foot stays off the mat, it's okay. If it's on square on the mat, no problem, keep it there. Point the toes in and open the chest. See if you can tilt the tailbone and with the chest open, gazing forward, swing from side to side. And try to get lower and lower. You can walk the hands backward, but you want to keep the chest open and tilt the tailbone. You can also bend the knees if it's too intense into your knees, it's all good. Keep pushing the outer edges of your feet on the floor. You may find a little bit more space here. Who knows? Walk on the ideas that the belly button want to touch the thighs now, more than the heart want to touch the thighs. Good. Walk to the top of the mat towards the left foot. You're still having the left foot outside of your left hand. Adjust the right foot if you need. Lift the left heel, bring the left knee to the armpit, and as you inhale, shoot the leg up to the sky. Exhale into the nose. Step the foot in between your palms. Good. Open the chest, bring down the hip, the right hip with a straight leg. And when you exhale, straight the front leg, lift the toes, flex the foot. Inhale, come forward, keep the belly and the heart attached to the thighs, walk forward, lift the back leg up. Feel that you are in full power on your left leg. Now press into your foot, press into your big toe. Rise up to your warrior three. Chest is open, arms are going backward, heels are kicking backward, crown of the head is going forward. Everything is working for you here. When you exhale, the knee comes to the chest, up to the sky. Inhale. Good. A little wobbling. And then bend the left knee, bring the right knee next to the left, bring the chest to the thighs, crunch everything in, and straight the right leg backward. Maybe the hands are coming on the floor, maybe not. Land back, rise up. Crescent lunge. Try to tuck your tail, move a little bit of the distance between the legs, and start to bend the back knee. Feel the stretch into your front right leg, and then you bounce. Yes. Slow bouncing, don't go too quick, okay? Slow bouncing. Lift the back heel a little higher, keep control. Good. And then bring the hands on the floor. Ground the right hand, lift the left arm up. Inhale. Open, 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 open. And then exhale, left arm goes into the right armpit. You walk to the other side of the mat, towards the right foot, adjusting to your running lunge. And then step the left foot next to the right. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Good. Now here, you want to grab the big toes with the big fingers. Lengthen, 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 and fall forward. Keep the upper body relaxed. If you need, you bend the knees. Then you get to your belt, and you rise all the way up. And as you get to your belt, you want to open it. and you wanna stretch it. And find a good distance. We're gonna move, we're gonna flow the belt back and forth. What you want to have, you want to keep your arms straight, elbows straight, and also your wrists straight. No? So we go up and back, and you widen the distance if it's too intense. Try to let the movement happen through the shoulders more than happening through your back bending and through your rib cage. And you keep moving, flossing back and forth. Try to keep a certain strength into the stretch of the belt, and you keep moving. This flossing is super nice for your shoulders. I always find it very interesting in my own practice to keep my mobility in my shoulders and health practice around these upper joints. Good. Now take your belt, bring it to the side, and bring it already to the other side of the mat. You're going to use it there. And then lift the arms up and fall forward. Inhale, half foot up. Exhale, of course, you step back to your downward facing dog. One round of this right now. Move forward to your plank. Drop the knees and sit back into your child pose. Shift forward to cobra, extend it, squeeze the buttocks, then press into your palms, start to round from the chin to the crown of your lower back, and then downward facing dog. Now we lift the right leg up. We keep structuring the left leg as we have done before. Bend the right knee. You can stay here perfectly fine, but you come on the knife edge of your left foot. Keep the left leg straight. Lengthen the right foot very close to the left leg. Stay on the balls of the feet. Push up and stretch the arm over the head. Keep flexing the left foot. And if you are in the previous option, just stay there and keep opening the knee a little high. A little high. From wherever you are, we bring the right knee to the right armpit. Step the right foot outside of the right hand. Ground the left hand on the floor. Engage the legs. Open the right arm up and bounce back. Body's opening more and more here. Nice. Now bring down the right hand and bring it inside the left armpit. Come to the center, because the line is unsquare. It's not very important. Come halfway up and swing from side to side. Nice. After a couple of swings, keep coming halfway up, interlace the fingers behind your back, shoulders up and backwards, squeeze everything back, and then fold over, keep the chest open, and then you bring the chest towards the right leg, and the fist over the left side of your hip, creating a stretch into your front part of the shoulder. You're moving from side to side with this shape. Press down the outer edges of the feet, have knees engaged. Back to the center, release the hands on the floor, come halfway up, walk towards the right foot. The right foot is still outside of your right hand. Adjust your lazy lunge. Lift the right heel, bring the right knee to the armpit, shoot the leg out to the sky, truly stand up. Exhale, step the foot in between your palms. There you go. Come on your fingertips, engage the back leg, press down the left hip, open the chest up. And then straight the front leg, flex the toes, press down the heel. Shift forward, start to walk forward, hopping the foot forward. Keep the belly and the heart on the thigh and the knee, lift the back leg a little higher, open the chest. And then pound the strength into your foot, into your glute, into your quad, press up, warrior three. If you're a little wobbly, it's all good. Try to align the hips, internal rotation of your left leg, chest is open, crown of the head is going forward, back heel is coming a little higher. Bring the knee to the chest as you exhale, and then inhale, rise the knee up to the sky. And then we reverse the process. Left knee to the right. Bend, 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 crunch, stretch the left leg back, maybe hands on the floor, maybe not. Land back, rise up. Crescent lunge. Widen the distance between the feet. Tuck the tail, feel a little stretch happening into the front part of your left leg. Maybe hands on the waist if you want, and then you bounce down. Very slow. Try to keep the tailbone down. Couple of rounds, not too long. Good. And now we bring the left hand on the floor. We lift the right arm up to the sky. Right arm comes into the left arm, and you get to the other side of the mat towards the left foot, and you step the right foot next to the left. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, fall forward. Chair pose. Now sit the knee on top of your ankle. So why we do this? Because when you bring the knee on top of your ankle, you work more with your muscle, with your quad, and less on your joint. So you straight legs. Then you sit a little lower. Bring the knee backward. Straight the leg again. Inhale. Sit lower, 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 lower. Arms forward. Sit a little bit back. Straight up. Good. Sit, 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 sit. Find your Navasana. Now what we do, we keep the thighs to the chest and we roll back. Now we keep the chest up, we keep the lower back on the floor. What is important here, you want to keep the heels very close to the buttocks, and then you press down the palms. And when you inhale, you lift the hip. And exhale, drop it down. Don't lift the legs. Try to keep the heels very close to the buttocks and find this momentum. The moment, without momentum, sorry. Don't create momentum, but create an effort. No? Use the lower core to lift, bring the knees very close to the forehead, and then bring it down again. You can feel my breath. My talk is a little bit difficult here. And then you just release, squeeze, stretch the arms forward, lift the chest a little higher, smile for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Whoo. Cross the legs. Bring the hands on the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. You're almost there. You're right in your down dog. From your down dog, this time you forward, go forward to plank. Now, stay on your toes, widen the distance between the feet. Engage into your palms, engage into your legs, in your glutes, and push the heel forward, open to up dog. Now, try to have a little walk forward. Keep squeezing the glutes. Now, tuck the tailbone. You can bring the knees on the floor if you want, or not, and you go chaturanga, elbows close to the chest. We stay here for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Plank. Whoo. And then from plank, you sit back to your child pose. Good. Shift forward. Find your classical upward facing dog. 4 contact points, your hands and your feet. Legs are super engaged. Now keep everything engaged, try to bend the elbows, let the hip drop on the mat, and when you can, lift the feet. Squeeze the hands backward. Get to your belt. Take your belt, open it, stretch it, and then you squeeze it back and forth. Back and forth. It's a little bit more intense here, right? Back and forth. Keep engaging the legs, lifting the quads a little higher, lifting the chest a little higher, squeezing the buttocks, maybe the feet are coming together. For 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Let go of the belt, let go of everything. Forehead on top of your hands. Lift the heels, wiggle the legs from side to side. Nice. Good. You're almost there, okay? Bring the hands on the mat. Find your way back to child pose. And from child pose, you want to come to your whole forward. Walk the knees a little forward, the hands a little forward towards the top of the mat. And then we can get to our yogi squat. Sitting back, heels up if it's too intense. The moment here. Bring the hands forward, a little frog up, and then sit. And as you sit, you want to lower down, high back. Take a moment here. A little twist to close the practice. Now, push on your feet, lift the hip, move it to the right. So unsquare it, now, if you look at your shoulders. And then you cross the right leg on top of the left. You bring the knees to the chest, and you drop the knees to the left side. Open the right arm to the side. Use the left hand to increase the twist. A few breaths here. Nice. Use your core to bring the knees a little bit to the center again. Feet on the floor, unwrap. Move the hip first to the center, and then you move it to the left. Cross the left leg on top of the right, bring the knees to the chest, and then twist to the right. Open the left arm to the side, right hand on your left knee to push down, increase the twist, try to keep the shoulder down. You can gaze over the shoulder, you can gaze up to the sky. Good. Come back to the center. Bring the feet on the floor. Bring the knees to the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Circling back from where we came from. Find your happy, behaving, movable one. Maybe there is a little bit more space now into your movement. It's a lot of hip working out in this class. Let's see how we can develop on the next session of the infinite flow. It's actually a flow that can go on for hours and hours. It can surprise you how much the body can handle and how long it can keep flowing when it has understood the patterns and the movement. Good. Now, close the knees to the center, place the feet on the floor. This is where we came from, a long deep inhalation. Let it go through the mouth. Observe the breath moving into the nostrils. Then we play the same game we played in the beginning. Feel the inhalation coming in through the right nostril. And then feel the exhale getting out from the left. And then feel the inhalation in the left nostril. The exhale into the right. The inhale into the right. The exhale into the left. The inhale into the left. The exhale into the right. And so on, a few breaths. We gain the attention towards both nostrils, a classical way of observing the breath. And then, as you are more tuning, move the attention towards your physical body, scan the body from the tiptoes up to the crown of the head, and feel how do you feel right now? What changed from point A to point B? Here we started, or eventually from point A to point A, as we close the seal. How do you feel now? What are the differences into your body? And how the wellness of your body is changing the approach of your mind and of your nervous system to your feelings? How this continuous movement creates like a tuning, a focus where the mind is present the whole time. The body is opening more and more, step by step, moving into from unknown to known places, to known spaces. To create more tranquility and a beautiful sense of acceptance and relaxation. Face the rest of your day. Now straight the legs towards the corners of the mat. Take again another long deep inhalation. Hold it at the top. Enjoy the fullness. And gently exhale through your mouth. When everything is empty, hold it at the bottom. Enjoy the emptiness. Then inhale through the nose again. Gently let it go through your mouth. And just breathe out naturally. Stay here in your Shavasana as long as you need. I advise you to stay here between the 5 and the 10 minutes if you have the time. Thank you for sharing your space with me. Thank you for trusting my guidance. And I'll see you for the next episode on the mat here with Yoga from the Kitchen. Thank you.